Hi, this is Mark from Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. This is episode 11, and today we will be covering Archie Marries Veronica. Now, this happens in Archie 600, 601, and 602, which came out in August of 2009. We start out in Archie 600. They have just graduated high school, having a big party. And after the party, Archie comes home to find his dad there with a bunch of college brochures to see where Archie's going to go to college and asks Archie what he's going to do with his future. Archie hasn't thought that far ahead, so he decides to go out for a walk. And while he's out for his walk, he finds an old road called Memory Lane. And he looks down memory lane. He sees a lot of stuff that he remembers as a kid. And he says to himself, this is like a road that's never grown up. But instead of walking down memory lane, Archie decides to go up memory lane. Now, walking up memory lane took Archie into the future. And the next scene you see, he has already graduated from college. And they're having a big college bang out celebration for the graduation. They even have Josie and the Pussycats there playing the concert. So since he's graduated college, Archie's father asks him what he's going to do with his future, and at the same time presents him with a graduation gift of a check. Now Archie takes this check and has an idea, and he takes Veronica with him. And he and Veronica go to the jewelry store, and he buys her a ring, and he proposes to her. He talks to Mr. Lodge, and Mr. Lodge is like, do you have a job? He's like, no. He's like, do you have a house? He's like, no. He's like, do you have health care? He's like, no. He's like, do you have any plans? Archie's like, no. So he goes, I guess we'll just get by. I'll find a job somewhere. And Mr. Lodge offers Archie a job, and Archie goes ahead and he takes that job. And then Veronica talks to Betty, and Betty's very upset about this. And she just says, I guess you won, Veronica. And then you just see the phone sitting there with no answer on it. And that will take us into part 2, which is issue 601. Now, this is the wedding issue where they actually get married. And they recap issue 600. And then the guys all go out and they have to get tuxedos. It's Archie and Jughead and Reggie and Moose and Dalton. And it's just a big, goofy, trying on different tuxedos type thing. And then, of course, Veronica has her friends of Midge and Valerie, and Big Ethel's there, and then Betty shows up, and Veronica and Betty make amends. And then later in the issue, Archie is with Betty, and he does tell her that he loves her, but he loves her more as a sister. And then everything between the three of them calms down, and then they get married. And then after the marriage, at the reception, of course, there's a big cake fight with the wedding cake. And then they go out on a honeymoon. Then after the honeymoon, it shows like a year later, and Archie's still working for Mr. Lodge. But the job's not working out so well. There's a lot of cutbacks. And Archie's very stressed, and he's worried about what's going to happen in the future. And then at the end, Veronica comes up to him and tells Archie that she is pregnant. And that ends issue 601, which is part 2, which leads us to issue 602, which is part 3. They tell their parents, of course, that they're having a baby. And they go through a Lamaze class. And Veronica gets busy with some other work she has to do. So Archie is forced to finish the Lamaze class with Jughead, which is, chaotic because it's Archie and Jughead. Then they show a couple pages of Veronica saying it's time, the baby's coming, and has Archie running around like the new father that doesn't know what he's doing, trying to get car keys and cell phones and everything together. And then they're in the hospital, and Veronica has twins, a boy and a girl. It shows Archie living with the kids, living with the the joys of having children, being married, in-laws, parents are there. And then at the end, he just goes out for a casual evening walk, and he walks down and he comes across memory lane again. And as he looks down memory lane, he sees a fork in the road, and he wonders what would happen if I took the fork in the road. And that ends part 3 of Archie Marries Veronica. Well, if you made it this far, please please subscribe. Any comments or questions, please ask. I'm happy to answer. Next episode will be Archie Marries Somebody Else, and we'll see how that story goes. Till then, thank you and keep watching.